7. Barrett outside, the switch. Doncic goes over and a great step. And then he hammers it home. Broke his ankles.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well. The New York Knicks go on to fall to the Milwaukee Bucks despite having a great effort at the end of this game, coming back by 24 points and tying the game. We never ended up with the lead towards the end, and this was a very, very heartbreaking loss. I'm in one of those moods right now. Obviously, I'm excited we came back, but I'm in that mood like, why did the Knicks even tease? Why couldn't we just lose by 100 points? Obviously, I love the fight, but that's just my mood right now because I was just getting so hyped up just to get my heart broken at the end. But don't get me wrong, I am used to it as a Knicks fan, but I'm not going to complain like crazy. I know there's some fans out there that have been on this planet longer than me, and they've seen the Reggie Miller threes and all that, but let's not get into that. Patrick Ewing missed finger roll. But the New York Knicks, after coming back 24 points, like in the third quarter, they were up 24 points to the Milwaukee Bucks in the third quarter. I know they had no Brook Lopez. I know they had Chris Middleton. Would have been a totally different game. But at the end of the day, this is what the Bucks roster is right now. And I'm going to start off with the bench. I'm going to start off with some positives because there are still glaring issues. Yes, we could be excited. This team fought. This team played their ass off. They didn't give up. At one point, I thought this team was playing with no heart. If I'm being real, the starters were playing with no heart, in my opinion. It looked like they didn't care, and they did deserve those boos at some point, like in this game. But the bench, I thought they freaking played their ass off. Derrick Rose, I'm so glad he's a New York Knick. I'm so glad we gave him that contract. Great leader. He continues to be great down the stretch for us. Like, at one point, this dude was thinking about retirement. He deserves to be in the NBA. He's a very good player. He was attacking the basket. He was hitting big-time threes. He was a huge reason we came back in this game. A huge reason. Obi Toppin, he needs to get more playing time. Obi Toppin absolutely energized the Garden. By the way, we lost at the Garden again. We've been much better on the road than at home, but Obi Toppin played like an absolute beast. I was really proud of Obi Toppin, the way he drove to the basket, cut, like moving without the ball, quickly through that very nice oop to Obi, and quickly, he did a great job as well. Like, everyone on the bench, Taj Gibson, but I'm so happy to see quickly break out of that slump because I was really starting to get concerned because I'm not the most patient of guy, but I thought quickly played well. Taj Gibson, absolute beast. For him to be 36 years old and this well-conditioned is outstanding. Those defensive plays on Giannis Antetokounmpo, Giannis did step up when it mattered most, or he did have some big-time moments like in this game, but you can give credit to Grayson Allen and Connaughton more, because whenever this team would come back, whenever it would look like the Knicks have a chance to take the lead, like the most we made it was a tie when Quickly had that great three from beyond the arc. Just we couldn't get stops outside on the perimeter. I thought the interior defense was outstanding, like at least in that fourth quarter. But the three-point defense, I know we have to help on Giannis, but we weren't closing out strong enough. We weren't really, like, at all. Alec Burks had some nice moments, but Taj Gibson just impresses me. Again, being 36 years old, that well-conditioned, he's so strong. He just looked like a beast out there. He really did, and I'm glad he continues to be a New York Knick. Just, I got to give credit to the bench, but we can't keep relying on the bench because the starters have been ass, in my opinion, lately. They really have not been good. Kemba Walker, I'm glad we have him on a cheap contract. I know there's many, like, games to go, but his knees are shot. Like, respectfully, I'm not making fun of his knees or anything like that, but he's not the same player he was in the past. He can't do the certain moves like he had in his bag prior. Like, he still has those moves in his bag, like, memorized, and all that. But, like, he can't do certain moves. He can't get down to the ground as much. Like, he's not dribble penetrating as much. Like, Kemba Walker is not that good of a player anymore. At least he hasn't been playing good lately. I know he started off the season pretty well. We started to get it going, but we already know he's a liability defensively, and if he's not bringing much offensively, it's extremely frustrating. And I have a question. Does Derrick Rose start? I know Derrick Rose is great with that second unit, but we can't afford to get off to slow starts. And this is starting to remind me of Elfrid Payne. Obviously, Kemba's better than Elfrid Payne, or lately, he's been playing bad. If I'm being real and, like, unbiased as a Knicks fan, Kemba's just been bricking shots. Like, he's, like, on defense, obviously not there at all. But Derrick Rose is so beneficial for Obi Toppin. Again, Obi played like a beast. Like, this team played so hard on the defense side of the basketball. We just got to be better closing out. And it's bad habits. We still continue to not be able to guard the three-point line, even prior to that fourth quarter. Like, before we were playing well down the stretch. And then Grayson Allen, Connaughton were hitting threes like crazy. We still can't rebound the basketball. We still can't box out. And it's just extremely frustrating. But now getting into starters, like, even more. Evan Fournier, it looks like he's sleepwalking out there. Like, what is Evan Fournier doing, giving this guy, like, we gave this guy so much money again. We're not many games in the season. He started off pretty well, but lately, he's been bad. Like, he's had a couple games that he shot well in the first half, then he's non-existent in the second half, but he was non-existent this entire game, this entire basketball game. It was awful. Brick left and right. It was just very embarrassing to see. Someone I got to give credit to, though, in the starting lineup, who you could say was maybe our best starter when he was out there for the majority of the time, Mitchell Robinson. I thought he played very well on defense. I thought he did a good job on Giannis Antetokounmpo when he was out there. The interior defense was off the charts. Even had a nice block on Drew Holiday, like on a jump shot. Mitchell Robinson continues to show his defensive versatility. Didn't get into foul trouble. He's continuing to blossom and mature as a defensive player. You really do like to see it. But Julius Randle, he was probably one of the most frustrating because he started off so well in this game. He was shooting it well, first quarter, difficult shots, and all that. You could still nitpick with the fadeaway jumpers. That still pissed me off, especially when he settles for threes or settles for fadeaway jumpers when we're down, and that's not what we need. We need to drive to the basket, stop the clock, get to the free throw line. He started off well. He was okay in the second quarter. It just seems like he played well in the Sixers game and got better towards the end, but a lot of these games, or some of the games, he's like started off well, and then he like regresses towards the end, and then he falls off. Like, he needs to learn, like, when his shot's not going in, like, his defense has gone better, but like, when his shot's not going in, learn to make a better impact, like, on this overall team. He has gone better passing out of double teams, but he was extremely frustrating. RJ Barrett, he didn't do much in this game, if I'm being real with you guys, but he wasn't out there that much. Randle wasn't out there that much because the bench was just thriving. You thrive with those high hands, but we're literally allergic to basketball in the third quarter. Like, we can't make shots. We forget what defense is. We forget what rebounding is. We just, anything that can go wrong goes wrong. Turning the ball over, just when the one play went quickly, just threw it away. Giannis had the reverse dunk. It was just completely ugly. This game was ugly, but the Knicks fought back. You got to give credit there. But we also have to be real. This team has bad habits. They really do. They continue to turn the ball over. They continue to not be, like, they continue to give up second chance opportunities. They continue to allow guys to be open outside on the perimeter. Kemba Walker continues to struggle. Fournier continues to struggle. It's been frustrating, all. It really has been. Like, again, I appreciate the fight. The bench, they deserve all the credit in the world. You could say they got tired at the end. They left guys open outside on the perimeter, but they were way more interested in this game than the starters. At least they gave it a game, but there's no such thing as moral victories. The Knicks didn't get it done. The Bucks were the better team at the end of the day. But yeah, guys, let me know down below your thoughts, and peace out, y'all.